At the India Heat Summit today in Delhi, we spoke how the conversations on heat are not just about temperature rise. Heat is a systemic and a structural issue that intersects all dimensions of India's macroeconomic decision making. Whether we talk about labor, agriculture, construction, gig workers, or we talk about energy, power demand with rising heat, more requirements of air conditioners, ceiling fans for cooling, or we talk about public health, how so many deaths take place, but we do not know how to record those deaths as heat deaths, as well as the fact that as our food habits have evolved over a period of years and the prevalence of wheat cultivation in areas like Punjab, but due to heat stress alone, the productivity and yield of wheat has decreased over the last 20 to 30 years by a significant margin. So clearly, heat is not a single issue of ambient temperature. It is an issue which intersects with every core sector, including the energy sector, the built environment sector, agriculture sector, public health, labor, to name a few. We also released a study today which looks at 50 households in Chennai, low and middle income households, and how people inside are coping up with heat. What was really peculiar was that nighttime temperatures remained consistently high, actually beyond 31 degrees for over 6 to 8 months, which means that when temperatures do not dip below 31 degrees at night, the body cannot cool, and the stress markers will show even before the peak shows on a thermometer. That itself is a structural issue which we do not know how to grapple with. We've had heat conditions when the day is very hot but the night is cooler and the body can cool itself. When you don't have a cooling mechanism at night, that is when heat starts to impact you, me, and millions of people that are living across the country. I think what's important as well that came out in the India Heat Summit, in addition to looking at standard practices like expanding air conditioner use, which is happening on its own, we also have to look at passive cooling, which existed in our traditional ways of approaching the built environment but are going away. Green spaces, shading between buildings, having spaces between buildings, the need for cross ventilation across rooms, cool roofs where you paint the roofs with white, or reflective surfaces which reduce the temperature inside by 2 degrees or 3 degrees is a huge respite. And even how you can use different material in place of RCC and concrete so that the aerated building blocks can actually just have less absorption of heat and can radiate less heat at night. What's happening at the moment is you have typical building which is made up of RCC and the temperature is very high and the humidity is very high. The building is absorbing heat at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, but the damage it's causing is at 2 a.m. at night. So I think these are really structural issues that we don't know how to grapple with when it comes to heat. And those are things that need also a budget discussion. They need a discussion in how there is going to be money allocated in finance commission and other mechanisms which just take this away from not just good intention, but actually make it good implementation. The problem that we have today is there is a lot of good intention, there is a lot of plans, 300 heat action plans across the country, 100 more are being made. We have the BEE cooling program, we have the India Cooling Action Plan, we have the star rating of air conditioners, we have solar contributing to power demand by 20-25%, yet we have a condition where the architecture is not joined up. And when the architecture is not joined up, it's giving us a feeling that there is so much that is happening around us, but we are not looking at it in a cohesive, coherent manner on what it means for heat mitigation, adaptation, and building resilience of people and building resilience of our financial sector. That is the structural conversations that we need to have. And India Heat Summit is a small attempt to do it this year today.